It's that time again, you moderate maniacs. How'd you do this month? Let me know. If it's anything like I did, you might be searching for that retirement vodka. Much better. Or for some of you, it might even come to the point of our old buddies at Monty Python. Run away! Run away! Yeah, it was pretty bad last month, wasn't it? It all came down to the market being skittish because the Fed and their rate cuts. Yeah, it wasn't what they expected to hear, right? So that made the markets just go, ooh, what are we going to do now? Did you guys do anything? Did you do anything because of this? Or are you standing pat like we all should be, right? We've got through the last 2 years of all this wacky stuff going on. Is there any reason to change now, even though 1 month wasn't that great? What do you think, honey? She's good, man. She's standing pat. Okay, so for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane, and this is a channel for people on moderate retirement income. I give these updates every month of how my portfolio is doing. If you think you might be interested in that, think about subscribing and like the video too. And if you really like it, down here, you can buy me a coffee. That's always good. I'll put my own retirement vodka in it. So here we go, guys. Here is where I was when I retired. Hope you can see that okay. There we go. 323, 150 in that IRA, 75, total of $548,000 when I retired in August of 2021. Oh, I was such a young buck back then, such a young buck, so full of knowledge and hope. Am I still there? Yeah, I'm good. Here's where I was in my worst month ever, January of 2023. I was down 17% in that 401k. I was down 22% in that what was a 401k and is now IRA, cash for a total of 438. So at my worst, only, what is that? 15 months from when I retired, I was down $110,000. That is what's called sequence of returns risk. When you go into retirement, the market's great, like it was back here in 821. And then a couple months later, it just tanks. Then you're really going, run away, run away. That was me. There's nothing you can do about that, guys. It depends. So much of retirement depends on when you retire. Into what kind of market do you retire into, right? If that wouldn't have happened, I would have been a lot better than where I was last month, 500K. I would have been above this. A lot. You have no control over that. So how do you battle that? You make sure you have at least a couple years of cash. When you retire, make sure you have at least a couple years of cash on hand. Luckily, I had $75,000 on hand, okay? My expenses are about $2,800 a month. That is a little over 2 years of cash. Because of that, I was able to dip into that cash and let me ride through that sequence of returns risk. Keep that in mind for those of you who haven't retired yet. Make sure you have a couple years, at least a couple years of cash on hand when you first retire. This might happen to you. So last month, I was at $315,000, down 2% from when I retired. Good, good. 144, down 4% from when I retired. Cash 41 for a grand total of $500,000. Okay, so how did I do in April? And again, guys, leave me comments. Let me know how you did. In one 401k, I was there. Another one, I was there. My cash, whoa, can't even write anymore. For a grand total of, boom. I went down all the way to 309,000 in that 401k from 315. What's the percentage of that from when I retired now? So here I am minus 4% from when I retired in August of 21. Last month I was negative 2%. That's a big drop for 1 month. In my IRA, I'm at 140 now. I was at 144 last month. That is a difference now of negative 7% from when I retired. In my cash, I took $1,000 out, as I usually do, for a grand total of $489,000. $11,000 drop in 1 month. Yikes. Not good, right? Not good. So, what's the plan for me now? After that $11,000 drop in 1 month, nothing. I'm standing pat. I'm standing pat with my 60-40 stocks to bonds portfolio. I'm not going crazy. I'm not taking any of those out in panic over 1 month. No. Remember, guys, a couple years ago, we were going down, 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 right? I didn't panic, as I hope a lot of you did not panic as well, because we came out of it. Again, look at this. Last month, I was almost up to where I was in my portfolio when I retired. Obviously, the cash was different because in my first year, I had to take out some cash. But outside of that, we were good last month, right? We were good. So let me tell you what this tells me. If you have additional income coming in retirement, as I've said over and over on this channel, especially in moderate income retirement, if you have additional income coming in, you don't have to worry about the ups and downs of the market that much. You know what I did last month? Because I have my YouTube income coming in, because I have cash on hand, I didn't look at my portfolio for the whole month of April. I only just looked at it today, basically. That's the power of having a part-time job, a side hustle, whatever you want to call it, when you're on moderate retirement. You're not taking money out of the market, out of your retirement investments, or you may be taking a little, but not as much as you would if you didn't have that. Guys, I haven't taken anything out of my retirement savings since 2022 because of my YouTube income and my cash buffer on hand. That is the power of having a side hustle, part-time income, whatever you want to call it, on moderate income retirement. Okay? That's it. That's as best I can say it right there. It gives you peace of mind to not have to worry about what the market's doing. Easier to just let it ride. Okay, so YouTube income. YouTube, I made $2,100 in February. I made $2,000 in March. And this is income that I receive after YouTube has taken their 45% cut of all the ad revenues, all the ads that are shown on my channel, okay? This is what's left for me before taxes on my earnings from YouTube. So how did I do in April? What do you think? You know, I gotta say, the last 6 months or so, it's been very stable, this YouTube income, because as I've said before, with ads, depending on the time of year, depending on how your views are doing, you know, some months views are up, some months not so much. Some months you guys just don't love me that much anymore. It happens. It's been pretty stable. I've been pretty happy because it can tend to go woo like that. That's what I got in April, 2,100. Look at how consistent that is. For YouTube ad revenue, this is much more consistent than I'd been expecting. Now, again, it could totally fall off. It could fall off a ledge next month, or this could skyrocket if I come out with a video that you guys just, you know, are all gaga over. So it's very, very, it just varies. It's very, very, because it varies all the time. So there you go, guys. There's my April update. Hope you guys had a better month than I did, although, to be honest, I don't know if you did. Hopefully you didn't do worse Okay, so leave me the comments. Again, you guys, your comments are the lifeblood of this channel. Okay, so many good comments that come in this channel, so many smart, instructive comments. But let me say again, as I have to do periodically, all the advice you hear from me or from any of the comments on this channel, before you decide to act on any of that, it might sound great to you. Run it by a professional first, someone who knows what they're talking about, a planner, an advisor. Okay? All I'm doing on this channel is giving you what has worked and what has not worked for me in retirement. It could be totally different for you. Okay? Same as in the people in the comments. They're giving you their thoughts. So make sure you run it by someone first before you act on any of this wacky stuff you hear on here. All right? And as always, guys, from me and my beautiful honey, we got this.